4 seed Baylor women's basketball lost to 5 seed Ole Miss 69-63. So what exactly happened? I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And this was a highly competitive game, to say the least, and had some ebbs and flows. And the officiating, let's just say, questionable. I mean, when you look at the fouls, I'll explain then from first half to second half on the fouling situation for Baylor. And I'm not saying that's the only reason why they lost. I'm not. So Baylor finishes the year at 28-8, and obviously second in the conference at 15-3, while Ole Miss is 22-10 overall, and they're 10-6 in the SEC. Their next game for Ole Miss, by the way, is either 1C UCLA or Richmond, which is going to be UCLA, and I'm going to call it the way it is right now. UCLA is going to beat Ole Miss big. And regardless who it was going to be, I don't think Ole Miss loses. I mean, UCLA loses. So the first half, it was 29-26. Second half, Baylor only scored 34 points, while Ole Miss scored 43. But there's obviously more to the game than that. And that's why I'm going to go over the last minute game as well as the stats. And I'm going to say Ole Miss made some contested shots that were not easy looks at all. So around 105 left in the game, Sarah Andrews made a jumper to make it 61-all, and Ole Miss called timeout around 58 seconds left. And Madison Scott around 40 seconds left made a contested jump shot to make it 63-61. Baylor did call timeout, and Yaya Felder missed a three around 33 seconds left, but it was wide open. And Christine Iwuala, I-W-U-A-L-A. Apologize if I butchered that. Got the defensive board, and Yaya Felder fouled out for the game, and KK Deans went to the line around 29 seconds left and made both free throws to make 65-61. Then Jada Walker made a layup around 20 seconds left to make 65-63. Foul on Sarah Andrews around 17 seconds left. KK Deans went to the line and made both free throws to make it 67-63. Belle Fonway missed a three around 14 seconds left. And Christine got the defensive board around 11 seconds left. And Sarah Andrews fouled again around 4 seconds left, which at that point, the game was out of reach. And KK Deans went to the line, made both free throws to make it 69-63. Jay Walker missed a three-pointer, and Ole Miss got defensive board around 1 second left, and that was ball game right there. Now I'm going to go to the stats, and Baylor did actually shoot the ball better from the field than Ole Miss did, and I'll go over the Ole Miss numbers in a second. 45.8% from the field on 59 attempts, 13.3% on threes on 15 attempts. So they did not make enough threes. 63.6% on free throws on 11 attempts, but that's only 4 misses, so I can't really say make all your free throws, you win the game. You just didn't make enough shots, and the turnovers was a problem, and I'll go over that in a minute. 37 rebounds, 9 offensive, 15 assists, 8 steals, 5 blocks, 21 turnovers. Way too much. You got to get that down a little bit. 17 fouls, 12 points off the bench, 4 double-digit scores combined for K. 16 plus 14, that's 30, plus 15, that's 45, plus 10, that's 55 points, and nobody else scored 61 points in this game. It definitely hurt that y'all Felder fouled out. And what's crazy is Baylor only had 3 fouls going out of halftime. Second half, 14 fouls. Some of that stuff was ridiculous calls. Go back and watch. Now, Ole Miss had how many bench points? 4 plus 8, that's 12, plus 13, that's 25 points, and 1, 2, 3 double-digit scores combined for 16 plus 14, that's 30, plus 13, that's 43 points. And 3 other players scored 61 points in this game combined for 7 plus 7, that's 14, plus 8, that's 22 points. And Ole Miss shot 37.3% from the field on 67 attempts. 20% on threes on 10 attempts. So as you could tell, they're not a 3-point shooting team. And yeah, they hit 2 big ones, but that's really it. 81% on free throws on 21 attempts. So it proves that Ole Miss making all those free throws helped. And 40 rebounds, 16 of those offensive. That hurt Baylor in this game too. Like 10 assists, 6 steals, 2 blocks, 13 turnovers, 17 fouls. Now I'm going to go to the points on turnovers, points in the paint, and fast break points as well. And points on turnovers favored Ole Miss, 15-10. Same thing goes for fast break points, 6-4. But points in the paint was even, 34 apiece. So Ole Miss is going back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2023. While Baylor does not go back-to-back Sweet 16s under Nick Collin. And I'm going to say, I'm going to do like the state of program thing later. And I'll go more into detail. But what are the definite losses from this team? Sarah Andrews, Yaya Felder, Aaliyah Madaru, Anna Vonleh, and Jada Walker. I'm not including Madison Bartley. She medically retired. And Jan Van Guybeek's coming back for another year of eligibility because she tore her ACL in game number 1. And this was the second game for Dayon Lopage Buggs back from surgery. Yeah, she's coming back. She was a little bit rusty, and as you could tell, and that's all the known players they're going to lose right there. And they're going to have to revamp this roster and get at least 5 players coming into the program next year. I already know they already have one and a freshman. I know, and I'll go into particulars later, but transfer portal they're going to have to address. And I know they're looking at a JUCO guard, which I cannot recall her name. And I'll go over that name once I do the state of program, just to be clear. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe, and see you guys later on the road. 800 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more. Some money at this course like video. Comment video really helps YouTube algorithms. More people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching, and subscribe, hit subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. And I thought this was a dangerous opponent, to be honest. Ole Miss beat LSU, but I know that was without Flau'jae Johnson. And Baylor in this game was only favored by 3.5, so not that big. And it was out on their home court, so we'll see what happens in the offseason for both of these teams. We'll see. And of course, Ole Miss, I know, is going to probably play UCLA, and they're going to get killed. I'm just going the way it is. And no matter who won this game, was going to lose to UCLA, the 1 seed. Just being real here.